On behalf of the English department faculty, I send you our warm congratulations and our very best wishes for your future endeavors. The pandemic has in many ways pulled the rug out underneath our feet and unsettled our routines. We've had to change the ways we live and learn, how we study and teach, and how we communicate and relate to each other. And many have suffered losses and had serious health challenges. Things have changed. For the past year, almost all classes have been taught online. And whether wearing masks or being disguised on Zoom, we can no longer read each other's facial expressions so easily. In observing physical distance from our fellow citizens in public spaces and in avoiding crowds and social gatherings, we've perhaps become a little bit fearful of company. And as students, you've had to adapt to new modules of learning, new ways of communicating with your classmates and your professors, and new routines of studying and working. It's been really hard, but you being here today shows your resilience and your adaptability. And this will only make you stronger in the future. Congratulations on your achievements. And I'll now turn it over to the next speaker, Susan Wagerbos.
Unmuting is the first challenge. Okay. The Hilo English Department's Creative Writing Certificate has completed its 5th year. This 18-credit program gives students a solid foundation in creative writing forms, techniques, and professional opportunities. Students showcase their writing by producing a collection of polished, professional, creative work. They also plan and carry out a creative writing teaching practicum, collaborate to organize a series of public reading events for both their own work and that of visiting writers, collaborate to publish a class journal, and submit their creative work to other literary journals. This semester, we have one outstanding creative writing certificate graduate, Kiaria Zoe Nakamura. It has been my great pleasure to have Zoe in several creative writing classes during her college career. She's a fabulous poet, fiction writer, and playwright, and a design and tech wizard, which came in handy during the spring 2020 onset of the pandemic. You'll hear more about Zoe's accomplishments in the next part of the program, and we're so proud of you, Zoe. Over to you, Francis.
Thank you, Susan, and Kirsten for those wonderful messages. I would just want to give a very short message about the TESOL certificate. So our TESOL certificate at Hilo is a career-driven kind of certificate that help the students to be trained to become teachers of English as second language speakers or foreign language speakers. This day, I would like to congratulate all our TESOL graduates for being able to face the challenges that we're facing today. I know you all have done really amazing jobs, particularly those who were assigned to teach overseas, particularly in Oman and the Philippines. I believe that your training as TESOL certificate students will be of great help for you to become better teachers of English as a second language or as a foreign language. So I'm encouraging other students, those who have not taken any other certificate yet, if you're interested to teach English as a second language or a foreign language, or you want to have training on how you're going to teach English to different speakers of other languages, I encourage you and I urge you to take the TESOL certificate. I'm definitely sure that this would help you in the future if in case you would plan to venture in a teaching profession. Thank you and congratulations to all the graduates, and we're glad that you're completing your degree and your certificate, and thank you too for joining our virtual ceremony.
Okay. So the Drusty Awards are made possible by a bequest of the estate, or by the estate of the late Howard and Yuneko Drusty, who were longtime faculty members who taught a combined total of 45 years at Hilo in the English and art departments. So for the Drusty Awards, each faculty member nominates students first for bookstore vouchers using ballots. For the writing contests, the awards in this section of writing are competitive. The students submit papers to specific awards categories. The papers are anonymized and they undergo double-blind review by judges who are current and retired faculty from Hilo. This mimics the professional way of submitting for academic journals. So then the judges write a short description about the winning entry, and Susan will now read those blurbs as she announces the winners. Thanks.
All right. Each of the first 5 Howard and Yoniko Drosty contests comes with a prize of $250. The 6th contest, the upper division essay, has a prize of $500. The award winner for an outstanding 100-level composition paper is Charles Jake K. Patras for his essay, Microtransactions in Video Games Should Be Abolished. The judges said, "We were impressed with the essay's depth and precision of analysis, as well as its sophisticated diction and syntax. The writer's argument calls out corporate trickery and calls for justice and integrity, especially in games marketed to children. The writer's commitment to rectifying persistent corporate greed and dishonesty is at the heart of this persuasive essay. Congratulations, Charles." The award winner for an outstanding 200-level paper is Carolyn Carson for her essay, An Anthropocene Version of Nature. The judges said this skillfully written and researched essay analyzes a very relevant current topic, the Anthropocene epoch, and the impact of human activity upon climate and the environment. Effectively organized and documented, the essay employs a variety of excellent sources, including a moving poem on climate change by Marshall Islands poets. Congratulations, Caroline. The award winner for outstanding work in poetry is Kealohi Wang for her poetry portfolio entitled The Tennessee, 1959. The judges said, "The work submitted by this poet offers a juxtapositional jambalaya of generational insight, one that is seasoned with hauntingly sublime memories. The soft-centered perspective of the narrator infuses the hard-edged experiences of others, conjuring coalesced tastes of impending loss and defiant achievement. In How to Deal with Sympathy, the poet's use of metaphor provides comfort food for the starved soul, serving up, quote, 'She's soft as butter left out, so it melts on your breakfast, toast gentle as the morning breeze, smoothing over the top branches,' end quote, leaving readers with tingling flavors running down their spines. Congratulations, Kealohi." The award winner for outstanding work in playwriting is also Kealohi Wang for her play, The Time It Takes to Get Home. The judges said, "This riveting, nuanced play is anchored squarely in the garage of a local family on the Kona side of Hawaii Island. Keali'i has returned home after years of getting a college education on the continent and confronts the uncertainty of his future. The mother, father, and a family friend are interwoven into Keali'i's situation, so like the unfinished upena throw net that lingers in a corner needing attention. The title is notable as the family puts their lives on hold, suspending all until Keali'i decides. The playwright has deftly shaped distinctive, authentic voices for each character, who in turn pull at their own tattered dreams as they deal with the son's return to Ohana roots. The character interplay feels genuine as they struggle with loss, communication dysfunction, and expressions of frustrated love. We commend the playwright for a work that is polished, well-conceived, and ready to step off the page onto the stage. Congratulations, Kealohi. The award winner for Outstanding Work in Fiction is Bo Clifford for their story Wolf and Warrior. The judges said, "This short story presents a compelling hero's journey wherein a woman warrior ascends to the godly realms, makes a ferocious friend, and forges a new life path." We were impressed with the way the author reimagines Norse myths about the Fenris wolf by recasting this infamous villain as tricked into bondage by devious gods. The strong narrative drive, evocative dialogue, and vivid descriptions of gods and beasts are accentuated by the story's key concern with the justification of violence versus the courage to break with tradition. Congratulations, Bo. The award winner for an outstanding upper division paper is Kiaria Zoe Nakamura for her essay, "Hawaiians, Your Culture is Not Real. No, this version isn't." The judges said, "This paper not only demonstrates excellent academic research and thorough analysis, but also asserts a necessary politics of reckoning with popular settler colonial historical inaccuracies through its outstanding critique of drunk history. The writer effectively takes up the problematic of Asian settler colonialism and the appropriation of Kanaka Oiwi notions of aloha in the selected episode on Hawaii. This incisive critique is timely and relevant as we continue to reckon with settler colonialism in Hawaii, especially through the medium of popular culture." Congratulations, Zoe. And now there are 2 scholarship awards to announce. Students who receive a James W. and Eleanor B. Frierson Endowed Scholarship must be majoring in English with the intention to pursue a career that will make use of their writing and speaking skills. This $1,000 scholarship is made possible by an endowment of former UH Hilo English professor James Frierson and his wife Eleanor. The award winner for the Frierson Scholarship this year is Cassidy Wilson. Cassidy is a committed English major with a 3.91 GPA. This year, she has worked as a general editor for Hohonu, Journal of Academic Writing. Her nominators write, "Cassidy impresses with her academic brilliance, compassion, and understanding, and her ability to analyze difficult texts. We feel confident that Cassidy will continue to grow as a student and learner, and that her accomplishments will reflect very favorably on UH Hilo as a place of learning. We feel that she captures the spirit of the Frierson Endowment and honors the memory of its donors. Congratulations, Cassidy." And now for our final award. Matthew Somchai Therian was an aspiring English major at the University of Hawaii at Hilo at the time of his tragic death in a car accident on April 6, 2014. He was a gifted poet and writer with a dream of becoming an English professor. The Matthew Somchai Therian Memorial Award is made possible by generous donations from his family and friends. The $1,000 annual award recognizes an outstanding UH Hilo student majoring in English. This year's Therian Memorial Award goes to English major Braden Savage. The nominators write, "With his impressive 4.0 GPA, Braden Savage is a prime candidate for the Therian Award. He is an excellent writer. His fiction and nonfiction work has been published in both Hohonu, Journal of Academic Writing, and Kanilehua, art and literary magazine through the last couple of years. He is currently editor-in-chief of Kanilehua. He is also the president of the English Club. Moreover, Braden is actively involved in several outreach and community events such as Wailau, a series of themed storytelling events. We nominate him in honor of Matthew Therrien's legacy. Congratulations, Braden. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan and Kristen, for announcing those winners, and congratulations once again to those who have just received the awards. Before we move on to the next one, which is the video presentation of our graduates, I would like to request Christine to just acknowledge the graduates in the English department.
Yeah, English department, congratulate the following students: Emily Burkhardt, Alexander Cooley, Tyler Deal, Zachary Gottlieb, Elizabeth Manuel, Mervat Mohammed, Kiaria Zoe Nakamura, and Ciara Lynn Perinas. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Christine. And here are the graduates in the TESOL certificate program. We have Isaiah Avila. Congratulations. Tyler Deal. Congratulations. Avalan Kime and Mere Sugita. So here is the video that I'm going to play to acknowledge our awardees and our graduates in the English department and TESOL certificate.
It's your girl Zoe, and may I start by saying a massive congratulations to my fellow graduates. We did that. But in all seriousness, it was such a pleasure to learn and grow alongside each and every one of you. I cannot wait to see what you achieved after we graduate. I also want to say a super massive thank you to all of my professors. It's because of you that I got the diversified education that I'd always been looking for. I learned about Indigenous, Black, queer, Asian identities. I learned how to navigate those nuances and really be able to listen to everyone else's perspectives. One last thing though, and I think this is the most important thing that I am taking away from my experience here at Hilo, is that I have a voice. I have something to say, and as long as I can back it up, it matters. Yeah, just as much as anyone else's voice matters. So thank you for that validation. I feel a lot more confident in who I am and what I believe, who I am as a woman, who I am as a Buddhist, who I am as an Asian American, and you gave that to me. So thank you.
Aloha mai kako. My name is Tyler, and I'm a candidate for the TESOL certificate. I believe the information presented in the classes is vital to teach English to speakers of other languages. Everything from understanding language and culture, preparing for classes, to fulfilling the needs of students, and making appropriate adjustments to materials and methods. The journey began with my first linguistics class and reached to a practicum where I taught English students, EFL college students in Oman. I look forward to continuing this journey around the world someday, where I will grow into a teacher of English and become a student of cultures of the earth. I'd like to thank Professor Dumanik for guiding me patiently on this journey and instilling in me a passion to teach, for also putting up with my perfectionisms and anxiety. I also like to thank Professor Mulligard for helping me get into the classes so I can graduate on time. Also, thank you for your patience. Mahalo nui loa and ahui ho.
My name is Avalon Kime, and I'm one of the students graduating this semester with their TESOL certificate. I was asked to make a short video detailing my experience getting the TESOL certificate at the University of Hawaii at Hilo. Before starting the TESOL program, I had already started my Bachelor's of Linguistics, and I had assumed that the TESOL program would be more like an English program. However, I was obviously mistaken. The TESOL courses that I have taken have complemented my linguistics courses quite well. And without taking the TESOL courses, I know that I wouldn't be nearly as effective at teaching English as I have the potential to now be. Learning different teaching methods, what worked and what didn't, and learning language acquisition theory has been an experience that is irreplaceable. Along with that, learning exactly what it feels like to learn a second language, and the struggles and mistakes that I personally made in my second language classes will help me relate to the students and hopefully understand their unique experience a bit better. I'm extremely grateful that I got to do the TESOL program at the University of Hawaii, and I think that it has been an invaluable experience. Aloha and mahalo.
Once again, congratulations, and I'm happy for the graduates this semester and to the awardees. So now I'd like to call on our student commencement speaker, Kiaria Zoe Nakamura.
So, good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2021. Yay! It's such a privilege to be here today speaking to each of you. Friends, family, students, and teachers, thank you so much. Without you, your resilience, your dedication, and your hard work, we would not be here to celebrate this moment. To say this past year was a difficult one would be an understatement. Each and every one of us saw our lives change dramatically. We experienced different forms of loss and disappointment. We were tested to expand our limitations and rise to the occasion. In theory, it was just a matter of adapting. But in practice, I think we all know it wasn't that easy. The pandemic certainly complicated everything, but I encourage you to remember that it was just 1 year of the life you've lived and the life that awaits you. And yeah, maybe some of us are still struggling to cope and adjust, but that's okay. Unlike college, there's no 11:59 p.m. deadline. Take the time you need, but also consider this. I have a friend, and she likes to call the pandemic a multitude of names, including the pandemonium, the panera, and the panorama. I thought it was so silly at first, but upon thoughtful meditation, I began to really invest in thinking about the pandemic as a panorama. A panorama is an unobstructed, complete view of an area in every direction. Basically, you can see everything with one look. A panorama gives you the bigger picture, the good and the bad, all together and all at once. Where we stand right now, or sit, I suppose, in this moment, is but a speck on the panorama that is your life. You're one side step away from a completely different view, a leap away from a new challenge, and a tumble until your next fall. My advice is to take in those experiences all together and all at once. After today, some of us will be moving on to the next chapter of our lives, others will be looking to rewrite a few sections, and some of us are still trying to figure out our role in the narrative. But you can't think of the book from the perspective of the page. You have to read the novel all together and all at once. The future is blurry and complicated, and the past isn't always so perfect. And despite what some might say, the present doesn't always feel like a gift. But these moments make up the unique experience of your panorama, of your novel, of the artistic masterpiece that is your existence. Remember this, and nothing can stop you from living your best life. So embrace those hardships and manifest greatness, all together and all at once. Thank you.
Thank you, Zoe, for that motivating and very encouraging message, not just to students, but to all of us. Before I turn over this one to Kirsten for the closing, I would just want to acknowledge our TESOL awardees for this spring 2021. So I'd like to congratulate Tyler Deal for having the TESOL Excellence Award. So the TESOL Excellence Award was given to a candidate who got all A's in all TESOL courses. And the TESOL Student Teacher Award goes to Tyler Dale, Evelyn Kime, and Blossom Kaufman. So this award was based on the recommendations from the supervisors from the universities where they were assigned to teach for their practicum. So we received excellent recommendations from the supervisors, and so we decided to give the students this TESOL Student Teacher Award. Congratulations to the four of you. Thank you. So I'd like to pass this now to Kirsten for the closing message.
Thank you very much, Francis. And again, congratulations to everybody. And thank you so much, Zoe, for that very inspiring talk. I'm going to pick up on what you said about change. I have a quote. Octavia Butler writes in her eerily prophetic climate change science fiction novel, Parable of the Sower, quote, "All that you touch, you change. All that you change, changes you. The only lasting truth is change." End quote. It is my hope that you will embrace change today and in the future, and that you leave our celebration today with a sense of empowerment. In closing, I want to thank Francis and Susan for organizing today's event. And on behalf of my colleagues and myself, I extend my warmest congratulations to all of you awardees and graduates, and to your friends and families who are here to support you. Awardees and graduates, we, the faculty, thank you for the privilege it has been for us to work with you. And we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. For our graduates, please join the Hilo Alumni Association. And don't forget to send us an email once in a while and let us know how and what you're doing. Let's keep in touch. Thank you for participating in our celebration today. Best wishes to you all.
Thank you, Kirsten. And I would like to congratulate also our faculty members who have done so much, for the students and for the university, and for giving our students this opportunity to learn and to gain more knowledge. So thank you very much. And you deserve also that congratulations together with our graduates and our awardees. So thank you, everyone, and thank you for joining.